Exciting news for jazz lovers. Saturday, September 30th and October 1st, ColaJazz Fest returns to Main Street, and here to talk about the lineup, tickets, and more, let's welcome Mark Rapp. He is the founder and executive director of the ColaJazz Foundation. It is great to meet you, Mark. Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much.
You guys have been doing this. This is not your first rodeo. You've been doing this for a minute, but for people who might not know about the Columbia Jazz Fest or anything about your foundation, could you give us a little overview?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you for asking. Yeah, the ColaJazz Foundation is a 2021 Governor Award-winning nonprofit jazz organization. The ColaJazz Foundation has been growing organically since probably about 2014, 2015. And over the years, it just became obvious that we were a community-facing organization. Everything we did was to serve the community, the musicians, our residents who call South Carolina home, our students, our young people, our older folks who are young at heart. So we're out there, day in and day out. And so it just made sense to become a nonprofit. And so we did. And we had a goal to create this a year-long of programming, which includes multiple summer jazz camps, an annual jazz festival, a lot of outreach. We do monthly listening room concerts. We do programming at the Koko Center. Truly the list goes on. We do a lot. And it's fun. It's a lot, but it's fun. So we got this really cool festival coming up. We started in 2017, and it's just been growing exponentially year after year after year. So we are now a 2-day festival with a gala event on Saturday, September 30th, and that's held at the State Museum. And then we're taking it out to Main Street on Sunday, October 1st.
Let's talk about the event, and that is just a little bit of what you do with the foundation. So you're honing in on ColaJazz Fest. So talk about the lineup.
Sure. We've got a very exciting lineup this year. So for our gala event, which is happening on Saturday, September 30th at the State Museum, we have arguably the greatest jazz trombonist improvisers who have ever lived. And his name is Wycliffe Gordon. So Wycliffe Gordon is our feature performer. He is world-renowned. He came up under Wynton Marsalis. He played in Wynton Marsalis's Sept, played in Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra, and he went off on his own, and he is just constantly touring the world. He is just highly celebrated. So we're thrilled to have him as our featured artist. And then opening for him is a phenomenal clarinetist named Pete Neighbor. Now, Pete Neighbor comes out of the school of Benny Goodman, so just hard-swinging clarinet sound. And Pete is phenomenal. He's had an amazing career all over the world. He now calls Charleston home. And it's just an epic gala event. It's intimate. It's in the State Museum, so it's a cool location. It's a little high-endy. We got great food. He's going to do some red beans and rice, because it's jazz, and I love New Orleans. So we're going to have some New Orleans food. And then Sunday, October 1st, we're taking it out to Main Street. And that day is packed full. So while we like to bring in international and national artists, we also celebrate our own. So we're celebrating Pete Neighbor. And then beginning on Sunday, the Cottontown Soul Society, which is a relatively new band, is going to be kicking the festival off. And that's an 8 or 9-piece band led by Shelly McGee, who's a celebrated blues vocalist. She's just amazing. And after Cottontown Soul Society is Dr. Mitch Butler, who, we sort of have a trombone theme this year, unintentionally, but it worked out that way. We got Wycliffe Gordon Saturday, and on Sunday we have Dr. Mitch Butler, who is a phenomenal trombonist. He calls Columbia home. He is now a new professor over at South Carolina State University, so we're very thrilled for him. He's also our director of jazz education at the foundation. And he just put together a brand new record. So this will be a preview of his new record that's coming out. And then after him, we have a great New York pianist named Joe Alterman. And he performs with Houston Person. Now, Houston Person is 84 years old now. He is a titan of the tenor titan, saxophone legend. Now, Houston grew up in Florence, South Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, you think about South Carolina jazz history. You got Jenkins Orphanage in Charleston, and you got everyone from Eartha Kitt to Dizzy Gillespie out of Sherrard. Chubby Checker. I mean, there's so many people came out of Carolina, South Carolina. So Houston Person is going to be performing with Joe Alterman. So to bring Houston back to South Carolina after I don't know when the last time he performed in South Carolina. It's been a very long time. So we are thrilled to be able to bring him back.
Yes.
Then our big headliner is the great trombonist who performed with James Brown, all those great James Brown recordings with that trombone solo, right? Fred Wesley, the great Fred Wesley. And yes, Fred Wesley is going to be our headliner. So Fred is going to come up there and funk it up for us, and he's going to be backed by local, regional, great musicians. So again, supporting our own, featuring international jazz artists. So we're thrilled. It's just epic.
I tell you. That is going to be just so awesome. A 2-day event. Now, how do tickets work? Are you going to be able to get 2 separate tickets or just one for both days? How does that work?
Great question. So if you go to ColaJazzFest.com, you'll see all the ticketing information there. So we have general admission tickets. We also have VIP tickets. So if you get a VIP ticket on Saturday, Basically, any ticket you get for Saturday gives you a general admission entry to Sunday. Okay. So if you come Saturday, you're going on Sunday for free if you want to. Your ticket will get you in. Sunday, we will have a VIP section. We're going to have about 30 tables. Each table can sit up to 6 people, and that'll be right in front of the stage. It'll be roped off. We're going to have food and drink servers from Ambrosia Taverna, which is a new restaurant there at the corner of Main and Laurel Streets. So that's where the stage is going to be set up. So it's a VIP section, access to Ambrosia restaurant, food running in between that. For general admission, we're going to have some great food trucks out there. The porta potties, all that stuff, trash cans, all the things that a good trumpet player needs to think about.
All right. Again, for jazz lovers, ColaJazz Fest, you don't want to miss this. Why would you just go for one day? Get your tickets for Saturday so that you're good for Sunday as well. Again, Saturday, September 30th and Sunday, October 1st. One more time, plug that site where they can get tickets and more information.
Sure. ColaJazzFest.com.
Thank you so much for your time today. We enjoyed it.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Thank you.